Hello friends, Arder here, and this is ZSL Narrow Track Review Part 4, and we start with Oxidize by Balagan75. And make sure that this green color don't mislead you, this is nice. And as always, I'm complaining that I'm really bad at ice, and well, for me, you can finish this track in two ways, with a lot of luck or with some icy skills, or basically mixed of both of this, because you really lack of grip at like basically all the time, except probably wall ride. So yeah, for me it's quite hard track. Powerable by Tommy Gaming. Very precision demanding track. You need to be very precise on all jumps, on all transitions on the first half, because there are speed check jump between checkpoint 2 and 3, and if you won't have speed like around 110, 115, you won't make it. But after that, it's like nothing really hard. There's like fan boosters, so you're able to finish it. You just need to make this jump. Upside Slopper is Down by Moxter, and yet another icy track with a lot of weird line, and basically you need to be prepared for all of this element. You need to understand how ice work on Zipkist, because there are a lot of elements where you're like losing grip, and if you're not doing it right, not preparing yourself before that element, you will fall and losing it. Yet again, I can't say that I'm doing it all right or like correct. I'm finished. I done like slower than silver medal, which probably great for such track, but the main thing that I could finish it, and I just don't want to do it again because probably I can't. Vast by Road Abs Road. Very nice cozy track with lines with guideline dots that show you how you need to go, with signs, with arrows. Nothing really hard. The only thing that caught me on guard, it's the finish itself. On my first several attempts, I just didn't realize how it's go and what you need to do there. So yeah, when you know that this is a half pipe loop and it's really sharp, it's pretty easy. Without it, you can crash several times. Trials by Renergy. I want to say that this is like classical Renergy tracks in his style, and in most cases it does, but for some reason this time I feel it's more like difficult, probably because you need to put everything in like 3 wide elements, and some turns, some transition feels like more sharp than probably usually Renergy use, and that's make it slightly difficult. I would say one more thing other than sharp turns, it's the jump between checkpoint 4 and 5. It's really blind, and if you have a lot of speed and you're using arms up, you can crash. If you use less speed than you need, you can hit by the tree. Trade Yar Racing Strip by Dallas. Very tricky track. I would say it's harder than it's looked, because some lines and some unexpected transitions and like boosters jumps, like for checkpoint 3 for example, if you don't expect the boosters way how it's go, it could throw you like slightly left, right, and you will crash and you go off the track. Then jump to checkpoint 6, it's also quite tricky. You need to be prepared for it, and yeah, because it's easily you can go off, and you need quite big amount of speed, because you need to land on a train, and this is the way how you finish this track, probably. my suggestion for this track will be made the possibility to finish without train if you missed it. Just put several boosters, and yes, they could be slower, but they will allow you finish even without train. I believe it's not against the rules, but I really love such type of technique. Even if I consider it's slightly advanced thing and not everyone knows how to anchor yourself to the train, just use brakes and you can travel freely. Lattice by Benji. Well, for me it was confusing track because the part for the first jump is transparent, and first time I didn't saw it. Did this transparent part and saw that there's nothing there, so I was wondering how I should jump. But then, like a couple attempts, and I realized how and what happened there. So yeah, this part quite tricky. And then I would say several jumps could be tricky, but when you know that there are some transparent parts, it's become easier. Another thing that I really love, it's like blocker logical walls that happens and shows when you go that it's like blocking your road, so you like realizing where you need to go. Very nice technique. I love logical gates. So yeah, slightly tricky track, but overall nice. Hollow of the Golden Guardian by Metalted, and really nice decoration. I really love everything here is like nice, but all these particles are really distracting, so I turn on like FPS. Usually I'm like doing 165 like constantly without any problem. Here I have some problem with like 100, 110, so probably on the weaker PC it could be hard, and it's so distracting. I believe this was like intent from Metalted to make it more distracting, that people could not see where they need to go. But honestly, if you put all video settings to minimum, I believe you will receive advantage on this track, so it's not like really fair thing. So yeah, but decoration is great. Beer, it's bits. Battlestar Galactica. 3 Museum by Mortishade. Well, I would say the first jump quite tricky. I can do it like 30% of time without not hitting anything. So yeah, for me it's already a hard element. The good point that this is at the beginning of the track. Then probably checkpoint 4 transition is quite tricky, and you easily could like miss it because like the arrow, and you need to know how to do it. I love camera transition. It's really help. It's not distracting. You don't need to think about it. It's like give you natural vision for all these loops. And finish itself, you also need to see where it is, because on my first 2 attempts, I go straight forward. I didn't realize that you need to go like down, right? So yeah, be careful, and now you know how to finish this track. Track Limits by Cliff the Crafter, and this is track that I not really understood, and I spent literally hours just to find the way how to do it, because I have just 2 thoughts. Either I'm just don't see the correct way, and it's could be true because some tracks have problem with like signs, lines, and sometimes you just don't realize what to do, or I'm just lack of skill to do it properly. And thanks to Round NSD, I create like lobby asking people to help me finish this track, or at least find the way how to do it, because honestly I like until quarter pipe jump and outer wall ride, I was like, I found this way and I assume this is correct one. The problem that I never have enough skill or speed or anything or luck to go to checkpoint 3 and have enough speed to make jump. I always crash there. So like I assume that I was wrong, and ask other people. So Round join, and yes, he said that yes, this is the correct way, and he showed me basically the precise line how you can do it. And honestly, after this attempt, I tried like next 10-20 times, and I never could like repeat itself. So I and other people who joined to this lobby, they also have problem with this track. So yeah, it's definitely way over difficult for ZSL. Maybe changing the jump to the third, like do it not the jump but transition, really could help and make it more friendly. Even like outside transition on the road is very advanced technique, like a lot of people have problem with that. So if this track will be on ZSL, not a lot of people will finish it, at least in the way how it looks right now. Okay guys, that was the last track for narrow ZSL. Hope you enjoyed. Yeah, I know that some tracks will be changed and you already changed them. You leave your comments, thank you. Basically this is why I create all this video, to just give you some other feedbacks, and I'm trying to do it before time's up. Okay, as I said, leave likes, leave comments, and see you next time. Bye.